Hello, welcome to Fantastical Magic Tarot. My name is Andrea. Today's reading, what I've got for you, we're going to be looking at what is your next big breakthrough. All right, we're going to get what area of your life the breakthrough is in. We might get some information about what it's going to look like, and we'll definitely get some advice for you about how to achieve the breakthrough. And I have 3 groups to choose from, as usual. We'll do 3 collective readings. Group number 1, you've got this card. It says Burn Sacred Fire, and it's card 41. And you've got this little point. It's this little mini point, and I don't know what kind of stone it was. It was a gift. And then we've got card number 2, or group number 2, rather. And then your card number is 5, and it says Dance. And your stone is a carnelian. And then group number 3. Your card is number 38 and it says honor the ending, and you've got Tiger's Eye, okay? So let's give you a moment to choose. I will put timestamps in the description box below. If you do need more time, just go ahead and pause the video, and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, group number 1. You chose this card, Burn Sacred Fire. And I still have the glare, so forgive me. We will try to avoid it. Yeah, what a beautiful card. Hang on, what can I do about this glare? That didn't work. I gotta see which light this glare is coming from. Not that one. Is it coming from the window? I don't know. Can we deal with it? I think we can deal with it. Okay, you've got this really beautiful card, Burn Sacred Fire, and honestly, the message coming through for this right away is how to harness your own fire in your life right now. And so harnessing fire can be tricky. And when we talk about fire, we talk about, you know, the things that motivate us to take action. Anger can be, you know, represented by fire, but really fire creates change. And it's like a fine line sometimes between change and destruction, you know, if the fire gets out of control, or if you can't regulate, you know, those more fiery parts of you like anger, then yeah, there can be destruction rather than positive change. But for some of you, maybe you're not using enough of your own fire. You know, maybe some of you need to get fired up in your life about something. And maybe some of you are, you know, rightfully fired up about something, but need to learn how to harness that energy to be more effective for you and what you want for yourself. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with tarot this time. We're using the Zen Osho Tarot. All right, so for group number 1, please. Group number 1. What is their next big breakthrough? It's going to pack a punch, whatever this is. You know, we've got this fire energy here. It's going to pack a punch, or you're going to pack a punch. Hopefully not literally. But that's, you know, there is a definite fiery energy here. And what this breakthrough, I think how it's going to happen. There's a fiery energy there. Okay, what is the next big breakthrough, please, for group number 1? What is their next big breakthrough? Okay, well, you got all your cards came out, all your tarot cards came out all at once. So you've got the 9. I think some of you need to build up your fire. We've got 9 of Cups here. Now, this deck is not super traditional, or it's not super, what's the word, compliant with, you know, the original oh my God, I can't talk, Rider-Waite tarot. And so normally the 9 of Cups is like, you know, wish fulfillment and you know, achieving a level of satisfaction in your life. And this is talking about this card here, right? You see it says laziness. It's talking about when we get a little too complacent, actually. We think all our work is done, but it's not. So, that really does fit in with that initial message I was getting for some of you about needing to get fired up. Okay, you're going to have to get fired up. You're going to have to dig into your motivation, those energies and emotions that will get you fired up. And then we've got the what is this? This is the Queen of Swords? Hang on, I have to double check. It doesn't tell you, it just gives you an arrow, and I don't use this deck enough, even though I love it, to memorize the arrow directions and what they mean. I'm pretty sure that's the Queen going down, but just give me a moment. I'll show you your other cards in the meantime. Anyway, it says morality. You can see that. I think it's the Queen of Swords. Morality. I'm getting a message here for sure. Oh, look, we've got the Four of Pentacles now with the Miser and slowing down. And there's another... Actually, I'm going to move this, you guys. Or you all. I don't mean to say you guys. You all. Sorry. Let's do this. Okay. So I can fit all these up here. The Miser. The Four of Pentacles is a card about holding back. It can be kind of a hoarding energy, actually. Not willing to let anything go because of a scarcity kind of mindset. That can be one aspect of the Four of Pentacles. And then we've got slowing down here with the, I think that's the Page of Pentacles or the Knight. Hang on. Again, the arrow is messing me up right now. So let me just figure that out. Got my little book here and oh yeah, this deck separates all the court cards out from the bulk of the other cards. So we've got, this is water. Now we got clouds, some morality here. It is the Queen. That's what I was right. It was the Queen. While we have it open, let's see what it says. It says, morality has restricted all the juice and energy of life to the narrow confines of her mind. It can't flow there, so she really has become a dried up old prune. Her whole manner is very proper and stiff and severe, and she is always ready to see every situation as black and white, like the jewel she wears around her neck. The Queen of Clouds lurks in the minds of all of us who have been brought up with rigid ideas of good and bad, sinful and virtuous, acceptable and acceptable, moral and immoral. And honestly, I was already getting this message. I don't even need to keep reading that. Like, I totally get the message here. But let's just figure out which one that is. So that is it the Page or the Knight? It's the Knight. It is. It's the Knight of Pentacles. So, honestly, I think some of you are holding back some area of your life where this breakthrough needs to happen. And the reason you're holding back, it has to do with, I don't know if you are just trying to please people. You are worried about other people's perceptions, what they might think of you, if you do or say what you really want. You may even be suppressing, I feel some suppression here, suppression of what you really think or feel. Because, again, of these ideas of what's good and bad, prim and proper versus, what isn't okay or what isn't socially acceptable behavior or desires. It's something like that, okay? So it's either you do know what you want in this situation, but you're holding back because you're worried about displeasing other people. You're worried about what other people would think, or maybe it's judgment on your own self. You're judging your own wants, desires, opinions. Could just even be an opinion. judging your own behavior, just judging yourself somehow. Or for some of you, you're not even really very conscious of this, that you're suppressing this because it's like subconscious beliefs or just really deeply ingrained conditioning. That's the word, you know? It's like there's been a conditioning. And so it's like not even really in tune with that part of you right now. And it's kind of suppressed. And we will get more information, of course, here. But that's just the energy coming through so far. So that's actually, I just want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, you cannot make it up. Conditioning. So, and look, the Nine of Pentacles, ripeness. It's like something is ripe, and it's like your conditioning is stopping you from this breakthrough. We're going to take that conditioning card 100%. Where am I going to put it? There. Okay. So that's clear. All right. I wonder what area of your life this is. I think we will find out. I mean, it's a general reading. So it, you know, sometimes what happens is we just get the general messages that really are going to apply to everyone. And then there's things that are going to be different to everyone, which could be the area of your life that this is going to be in. But let's keep going. We'll see what we get here. What is the next big breakthrough? What is the next big breakthrough, please, for group number 1? What is the next big breakthrough, please? Group number 1. Okay. Fortune. Yeah. I mean, we do have Pentacles energy here. And by the way, the conditioning card is the Devil card. I never explained that. So those are our attachments, you know, these things that control us. But for you, it's very much about conditioning, like this card is saying, because that is the message I was getting before, especially with morality here, okay? I do feel like this next breakthrough in your life actually is somehow in the area of career, finances, some kind of material goal, okay? And then, so we've got fortune, and then we've got patience, which is beautiful. It's like the potential here is, it's big, you know? I mean, this card of fortune is no joke. Like, this is what it means. It's fortune. It's abundance. It's kind of, it's not a small thing. It's not like, you know, getting a little bump of a pay raise, you know, you make an extra $5 an hour. It's not that kind of fortune. It's like a bigger deal than that. And this is the sun in Leo. And so Leo is about self-expression. So you have got to express yourself in this situation, okay? You're not expressing something. The key to your breakthrough is self-expression, authentic, genuine self-expression. And some of you may need to take some time here, and the patience card has shown up. You may need to take some time here to really examine this conditioning. Where are you holding yourself back? Where are you holding your tongue? Where are you holding back in any area in terms of your behavior, what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're wanting, what you're believing, all of that? And you need to really look at that and figure out where this conditioning has come from. I feel like that is not going to be an easy thing for a lot of you, to be honest. Maybe some of you have really been taught that anger is an ugly emotion, that it's you know, I know there's a lot of cultures where, I mean, I think in most cultures, but I've lived in a few different countries. Well, and I've traveled to a few different, I've only lived in 2 different countries, but I've traveled a bit, and I know there are some cultures And even my work has brought me to work with so many diverse cultures. And I know that there are some cultures where there are certain behaviors, emotions that are less acceptable than others. And I know there are cultures where anger is one of those. It's not acceptable. It's like you lose respect if you show anger, you lose face, you know. And this isn't about exploding. This isn't about inappropriate expression of anger. This is about letting your anger, like acknowledging it and validating it, saying, you know, I have a reason to be upset or angry. I have a reason to feel fired up here, and it's completely valid. And no one gets to tell me it isn't, but how do I work with that anger so that it is a powerful tool for me? It's working with me. We're working together, you know, where it's not out of control, where I don't have control over it, where I can't, you know, maneuver it. And that's where, you know, so you don't have to lose respect in this process. Is really, you can stand up for yourself or go after what you want, fueled by a sense of injustice or a sense of just, you know, anger because you've had repression for too long in your life, you know, that you've been repressed by external expectations or even just your own, you know. That stuff can be fuel, like using anger as fuel, but, you know, keeping control of it. And that takes some time, because if we've repressed our anger for a really long time, maybe some of you all your lives, when you start to let it out, it can come out as rage. And maybe you need to give some time to allow yourself to feel that rage in private or with a safe person like a therapist, you know. Use a pillow like a punching bag, you know, like if that is, you know, what's going to happen for you, there's a boiling point, just allow that. Do it in a safe space. And then once you've worked through that a bit and you've got more control over your anger and it really is a tool, it is an ally for you because it's motivating you, then, you know, that's when you can start to, you know, stand up for yourself or speak up for yourself or express yourself or just take the action steps you need to take towards this breakthrough, you know, and that can all be done in a way where you have self-control and it's in your complete best interest. Okay. Yeah, but there's a massive thing here about self-expression, like big time. Now, the patience card you've got, this is Jupiter, okay? This is oh my gosh, no. Yeah, it's Jupiter. I don't know why I thought that was Leo again. It's not. It's Virgo. So this is Jupiter. Jupiter is about gain again here, abundance. Okay? Virgo can be a bit of a perfectionist. So maybe there's something here. Maybe that's a barrier for you. Maybe some of you are perfectionists and you're not willing to go forward and do anything because you don't know how to do it perfectly. But, you know, that is just illusion, because nobody is perfect. Nothing is ever done perfectly. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes in people's minds and hearts that isn't perfect, and you only see like you know what's projected on the outside, or like even if they're achieving some material thing, it looks like everything went perfectly. I promise you it did not. Okay, that doesn't exist. Okay, and so don't let that be a barrier. Let's get some more here. I'm gonna shuffle behind the camera here for these. They're big. Group number 1, please. Actually, just hang on. Sorry, there was a cord there that was annoying me. I had to move it. Okay, group number 1. What is this next big breakthrough for group number 1? What is the next big breakthrough, please, Spirit, group number 1? Actually, I'm going to put these back. I'll show you what came out, but it didn't come out very nicely and it didn't flip up, so I'm not going to take it, but it said delight. Group number 1, what is the next big breakthrough? There we go. forgiveness. Who do you have to forgive in this situation, group number 1? Let's clarify that. Is this self-forgiveness? Is this perfectionist thing? This may very well have to do with this perfectionist thing for some of you. Or maybe some of you are angry at someone. Maybe that's where this anger comes from. Is because there's been some kind of, I don't know, something's happened where you have unresolved resentment or something towards someone. It could include yourself. So let's clarify this. Please clarify forgiveness. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Totality. This has to do with cooperation, competition. Maybe something didn't work out. Maybe you're afraid to do something again because you don't want to fail. Because you are a perfectionist. You just, failing was like too triggering for you. I promise you there is massive lesson in that for you. If that's the case for you, okay? Failure, and I know this firsthand. It's one of the, if we can work with failure, if we can detach from rejection, detach from failure and not take it personally, and find a way to just, I feel like I'm talking to myself right now, and find a way to just learn the lessons, find acceptance in the situation, and learn what you can. And have some kind of faith that there's a bigger picture that maybe you just don't see at the moment. Failure can be one of the biggest opportunities for growth, for personal and material growth. If you just don't take it personally, you don't let it defeat you, you don't, as long as you get back up. I am a person who really believes in perseverance. So there may be something like that for you, or there may be some perseverance here. So you need to forgive, okay? You need to forgive. Maybe you're angry at the failure, if that applies to you. Maybe there was some failure in your life and that is, got you angry. And you need to forgive it, okay? What's done is done, group number 1. And you are not meant to be complacent right now. If you are sitting back down, you're meant to, you can lick your wounds, you can heal, you can look at this conditioning, you can express your anger, and then you can find forgiveness and motivation for moving forward, okay? Because you're meant to move on up, get back up. This guy, right? Get back up and create this fortune. It's there for you. Okay. What is the next big breakthrough for group number 1? Group number 1, what is their next big breakthrough? Land of Dreams. No, this could just be confirmation that this is indeed about a dream, a dream come true. That's your breakthrough. Maybe a dream you've given up on. This card also talks about getting messages from our dreams. Maybe you need to pay attention to your dreams right now. That is a message for some of you too. Start dream journaling or whatever, there might be a lot of messages for you there. Your dreams might be telling you, if you don't understand your fear right now or your conditioning, your dreams might be giving you clues about that. Okay, look, you've got Rise and Shine. Hang on, I am pulling a couple more oracle here. What's the next big breakthrough? Okay, yeah, look, and I'm going to read from, I love this. This is a newer deck I got, and it's really simple, but I love the messages. So you've got Rise and Shine and Turn on the Light. So let's read those. But I already kind of know what it's saying, but I'm not going to be able to say it as eloquently as Sonia Choquette, who is the writer of this beautiful oracle deck. Okay, number 56. So it says, begin today with your spirit leading the way. Rise above the dreary outlook of your ego and let the light of your spirit shine through. Release all the mental and emotional filters that ego has constructed in your view. No matter what happened yesterday, today is a fresh start. This is 100% the message you are getting, group number 1. Okay? You're not meant to quit. You're not. Don't quit. Begin the day shining like a sunrise at sea. Don't allow your ego to dim your light within you. Let yesterday's experience go and shine fresh in the world. In honor of your spirit, don't just rise up, spruce up as well. Put on your most beautiful outfit, fix your hair, polish your shoes, and most of all, don your brightest smile. Refuse to let yesterday's fog drift into today. No matter what has passed before, you're free to create a new day. Only the ego holds on to the past. In the divine realm, there isn't any such thing. The spirit rises and shines and lives in present time. It's free from all that has transpired before. So rise with the present and shine your spirit for all to enjoy, especially you. I mean, exactly. It really is what I've been trying to say here. Like, there's something that's got you pessimistic, holding back, complacent, maybe even giving up for some of you, or doubting. Maybe there's just a lot of doubt. Or for some of you, there's just, like I said, suppression, a lot of suppression. But it's like you got to let go everything from the past. You are meant to rise up, get back up. Okay, let's look at number 5. Turn on the light. It says, look to your life with the eyes of your spirit, not your ego. Your ego points out your flaws. Your spirit concentrates on your perfection. The ego sees everything as your failure. Your spirit sees it as a process in progress. The ego views itself as separate and alone. The spirit knows itself to be connected to all, an essential part of the whole. The ego sees darkness. The spirit sees light. Right now, you're being asked to view your circumstances with illumination of your spirit. Don't focus on the shadows, but rather on the light. Ask, what is right in my life at the moment? What is working? What am I learning? What is in the process of improving? If you look with the light of your spirit, you'll clearly make out that all is well. Your ego can't see past its own fears, so all appears dark. Your spirit turns on the light and thus perceives the value of all your experiences. With it on, you can see that all is good. That it's all good, whatever, same thing. I mean, there's a lot of synchronicity in repeated messages in your reading, group number 1. So really, your next breakthrough is something you've already, for most of you, there is a little bit of a minority message here, and I'll share that. I already shared it, but I'll reiterate it. But the bulk of you, the message is your next breakthrough has something to do with career, money, finances, something in the material realm. No, it could even be building a house. It could be trying to buy some land. It could be, it's something material, okay? That's definite. That's for all of you, okay? That is 100% across the board. But the bulk of you, there's this message, this breakthrough is about something you've already tried in some way. You've either already pitched the idea to someone and it was rejected, or you put some kind of effort into it already and there was some level of it not working out, and it has got you doubting, or there was a small level of success and it's like you've set your limits too low. You're complacent in it now. You know, you've kind of let go of your original goal. You know, you're thinking this is the best I can do. It's something like that, okay? And the message here for those of you that resonates is that's fear. That's fear being complacent. That's fear making the decision to hold back. That's all fear. That's all ego. It's time to let that go, because there's a lot of potential here to create more, to try again and have it work out. There's something to learn from whatever you've been through, okay? It's time to get back up. And there may be a process to do that, like I've already explained. For the minority of you, for their little group here, there is like this, I have this energy of suppression for some of you, and I don't think it's the majority. And it's like, you haven't even really tried yet because it's been suppressed. You have those of you where this is the case, there's deep conditioning here that needs to be examined. So if you're just dissatisfied in your life right now and you don't really know why, you've suppressed something. You've suppressed your own potential because of, outside messaging, social conditioning, family conditioning, religious conditioning, whatever the case may be. You haven't gone after what your heart or your soul would have truly went after if there wasn't this conditioning. And it might take some deep digging to find this out because it's been, like I said, suppressed and so conditioned that it's a little more it's in your consciousness, but it's like it's down deep in there, and you're gonna have to do some digging. And you're gonna figure out what it is actually you feel really motivated about. And it's gonna be something that, it's gonna go against the grain a little bit in some way. It's going to force you to stand up against, like I said, conditioning, stand up against the mainstream majority value system, or, it's something like that in some way. You're going to be going against the grain a little bit, but it's going to light you up, and it's going to get you fired up, and you're meant for it. Okay. That's it. Group number 1. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 2. You chose this card, Dance, and unfortunately I can't really show it to you because I have to keep it covered up. But it is this woman, and she's like growing out of a tree, but she looks like she's part tree. It's actually quite lovely, and it says dance. So there's a message here about self-expression, which is interesting because that came out for group number 1, but this is different because this is more about release. This is more emotional. This is like emotional release through some kind of artistic thing, any kind of artistic creative thing, any kind of body thing, anything somatic. There's some message here. There's an emotional vibe here to begin your reading. So maybe the breakthrough will have something to do with healing. There may be a healing breakthrough here for you, group number 2. But let's see, before I speak too soon, let's get your cards out. Okay, we're going to do the Osho Zen Tarot. Group number 2, please, Spirit. What is their next big breakthrough? Group number 2, what is their next big breakthrough? Group number 2, what is their next? Okay, we got quite a few here. I said healing, and we got temperance, and it says integration. Integration of your experiences, integration of all sides of you, I'm getting. Integration of the darkness and the light. Integration of the shadow. Integration of the things we reject about ourselves. There's definitely healing energy here. Integration of past experiences. We've got the Knight of Swords with fighting. We have, this came out in the last group too. Sorry, I'll show you in a second. We got the Knight of Pentacles now with slowing down. Interesting. Knight of Swords, fastest knight, and then the slowest knight. Here, look at this, yin yang. There's a major balancing here, big time. And then look what you got. You got the, this is Justice. With breakthrough, though, you got the breakthrough card, and we're doing a breakthrough reading. So that is beautiful. I love to see that. Look how strong of an energy that is. Okay. And then we've got, look at that? We've got the Sun card with innocence. That's so interesting. And then we've got maturity, and this is the Ace of Pentacles, isn't it? I gotta double check that. I'm almost certain that's the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. Let's check it out. Pentacles, which is rainbows in this deck. And I love this deck, but they organized the book so weird. I don't even... Yeah, it is. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Let's read it now that I've got it open for maturity. It says, this figure stands alone, silent and yet alert. The inner being is filled with flowers that carry the quality of springtime and regenerate wherever he goes. This inner flowering and the wholeness that he feels affords the possibility of unlimited movement. He can move in any direction, within and without. It makes no difference, as his joy and maturity cannot be diminished by externals. He has come to a time of centeredness and expansiveness. The white glow around the figure is his protection and his light. All of life's experiences have brought him to this time of perfection. There's a message about integration again. When you draw this card, know well this moment carries a gift. For hard work well done. Your base is solid now, and success and good fortune are yours, for they are the outcome of what has already been experienced within. Yeah, you know what I'm really getting for you so far? Group number one, a lot of this breakthrough has to do with in the internal environment. You know, like, I don't know, I just feel like you're going to be coming, or maybe you already are, coming into this place of like self-acceptance, peace with yourself. That's what I feel. I feel a lot of at peace with yourself, like accepting the things you know, what is that? You know, the serenity prayer that I love so much. You know, accepting the things that you cannot change and the courage to change the things you can. You know, and, you know, changing what you can about yourself and accepting the things you can't. And even some things you could change about yourself. Maybe you're not even going to try. You're just going to accept and love them anyway. They don't need to be changed. And I feel a glow up kind of energy here for you, group number two, because it's like when we get to that kind of place internally, it is only inevitable that it will affect our external life as well. You raise your vibration so much that way. There's no way that your external world isn't going to change, you know, too. So, but so much of this breakthrough really does have to do with that, with coming to peace with yourself, coming to peace in your own mind, emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual peace. And I mean, that's relative. We don't, part of being a human being is evolution and challenges. And I'm not saying everything is just going to, the rest of your life, you're just going to be like Buddha, you know. I mean, maybe good for you, but like there is an increase of peace, internal peace and acceptance and love. So that's really beautiful. Let's get some more cards. What is the message here, please, for group number two? What is their next big breakthrough, please? Group number two. Group number two. What is their next big breakthrough? I was kind of getting this, but I wasn't sure yet because I really didn't have any cards to really confirm. But anyway, so we've got the card of inspiration here, and then we've got romance. And so I'm just going to address that romance card first because I don't know, I think some of you, maybe some of you have had your self-esteem maybe damaged a little bit by previous relationships, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be your parents. It's just like, I don't know, your self-worth. I think that's what's really a breakthrough for you. It has to do with your self-worth. And then you're going to be able to actually attract people in your life that see your value because you see it, you know? You see yourself. You love yourself. And then other people can, you know, will see you. You'll attract people who see that as well in you. So that's very beautiful. And for some of you, I think that is going to manifest in, for those of you who are single, a partner, a romantic partner. And for those of you who are in relationship, I don't know. There will be an improvement for some of you in your current relationship if you are with somebody. For others of you, you know what I mean? Because you'll start, your expectations of how you get treated are going to change. And how you treat yourself is going to change. And that is going to have a spillover effect onto your partner. And, you know, that there may be some healing together that way. But for others of you, I don't know. Some of you might, if you're with a partner that doesn't see your worth and you raise your vibration and they don't rise up with you, you know, I don't know how that will go. Some of you, I don't think, no matter what, this group is not going to put up with poor treatment if you have in the past anymore, because you're going to know your worth. You're not going to have any room for drama, any room for maltreatment. It's like, no, if you're going to disrupt my peace and take away from the hard work that I have done to achieve this self-love and self-worth, like absolutely no. Like strong boundaries that way, which is beautiful. And so, you know, regardless of what happens in your, you know, whether you're single, whether you're with someone, whether you're going to stay with the person you're with or not, like that's the underlying vibe here. And I love it. And I don't think this whole reading is about, you know, romance or partnership, but I think that's just like, I just feel like, you know, this breakthrough that you're going to have within yourself is going to end up manifesting. And that's one area of your life, like manifesting into the external. And that's one way that it will happen is through relationships. So this is Venus in Taurus. Okay, by the way. And then this one is Mercury in Pisces with inspiration. It's like, I mean, Mercury is about change, right? Change from an understanding. Yeah, having different motivations and inspirations in your life because of this internal shift, really. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get some more cards. What is the next big breakthrough here for group number 2? Group number 2, what is the next big breakthrough? I was really feeling it. I'm trying not to turn this. Anyway, it is, I still stand by everything I've said. It's like, this is an internal, this is a self-love, worth, peace, mental health, emotional, spiritual health breakthrough. Okay, this is internal environment. That is end up going to change your life. And for a lot of you, this has so much to do with partnership. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're with someone or not. This is like, it applies. So that is very beautiful. Okay, I love this card. I love this love card. That's very nice. All right, no doubt about it. Group number 2. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. I didn't ask for the cards yet, so I'm not taking those. But the card Trust did come out. What is the next breakthrough for group number 2? Oh my, I can't. I mean, you were supposed to get it. Trust. Look at, interesting that there's a partnership there. Look at she made the leap, you know? He's going to catch her with support of the universe, with this wind, you know? The forces are supporting her and making this leap. And she's going to be caught, partly by trusting the partner she has here, and partly by her belief in her own self that she could do it, and partly by the universe, you know, supporting her. So that is lovely, okay? And then you've got New World. Okay, this is, new beginnings. This is going to affect your life in general. Like, this could translate into career. Like, you're not going to allow anything to disrupt your peace as much as you can control it anymore. You know, like I said, we have to be realistic about life, but you're going to be able to roll with it better, the ups and downs, and you're going to only allow things in your life that will respect you, you know, and that are in alignment with you. That's really what I'm getting. So that is really beautiful. What else do I want to get here? Let's get some of these. That trust card really wanted to come out. So for some of you, you might be feeling really doubtful. I feel like you're in this process right now. For most of you, like, you just keep going. You just keep going, group number 2. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the readings today. They're like so synchronistic. Look, I said keep going, and it says keep dancing. Like, keep at it. And I'm going to read this card for you because I love this deck, but I'm going to get one more of these. What else, please, for group number 2? What is their next big breakthrough? And this is what I mean. I can't even right now. I'm loving Spirit today. Spirit is supporting me today in this reading. And you, right? This is about all of us. So love your body. This is what I mean. Self-worth, self-love. And for some of you that have ever been made to feel like ugly or less than or anything, it's like, no, you are seeing your own beauty. And other people see it too. It's just, you know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I think this group, you're going to end up detaching from other people's shit that they put onto you in the past. So anyone that has ever made you feel bad about yourself in any way, you may have spent so much time internalizing that and personalizing it and making, you know, really believing it. And I think you're just going to be shedding that, knowing that, like, that was about them, not me. Like, that was, you know, that was their stuff. It had nothing to do with me, and you're going to be detaching from it. Okay. And you're not going to be letting it define you anymore. And I love this. There's so much empowerment, self-empowerment here, group number 2. Like, it's beautiful. I need some of this. Actually, I've been going through the ringer a little bit personally. I'm being tested a lot right now in my life, and I'm in Aries. I don't know. And like, I am just, you know, what's the Aries statement? I am, right? I am. And yeah, I've been tested a bit. I feel like I need some of your energy. I think your energy is rubbing off on me right now. So I'm going to say thank you to you, group number 2. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, let's read from the book here. Keep dancing. Like, we're going to, like, it's just 100% the message. Anyway, it says, your spirit is alive and well and making a healthy difference in making a healing difference in your life. You're flying high and getting higher. Right now, the only thing to focus on is doing what you're doing. Your spirit is dancing with life, who is a willing partner. You'll continue to see your success grow, your personal joy expand, and your abundance overflow as long as you keep on dancing with life. Keep your words to a minimum, as your ego might slip in and try to wrestle your confidence and rhythm away by talking too much. Continue to take the actions you're taking, following the promptings of your spirit. Better yet, turn on the music and actually dance. Let your spirit shake, rattle, and roll for a few minutes today. Do so again tomorrow. The more you dance, the more fully your spirit becomes embodied and the more directly it can lead you toward your goal. Keep up the rhythm and flow. See, this is what I was saying. I said, just keep doing what you're doing. Okay? You don't need to doubt. You are doing a beautiful job right now. You keep going. Okay? Love your body. Let's read that. Sometimes we don't realize how well we're doing and how far we've come and how much power we really have. And we just need some kind of confirmation. And I feel like that this is what that is for you, group number 2. Okay. Did I tell you it's card 22? Anyway, it says, love your body. Be mindful of how hard it works for you and treat it like your friend. It serves your spirit and wants to be the best vehicle it can be. You must simply free it from the control of your ego so that it can serve you well. Your ego distrusts the body and tries to shame and control it, or else allows it to be overindulged or underutilized, all of which makes it sick and weak. Your spirit, on the other hand, loves and appreciates your physical self as a divine gift, honoring and caring for it with love. To fully experience the vitality you desire, you must befriend your body so that your spirit may dwell within it peacefully. Start by blessing it today. What is it asking of you that you might be ignoring? What does it need from you that you're denying? What are you giving it that might drain it of its energy? And what aren't you giving it? You can't succeed in living your spirit. You can't succeed in living your spirit if it doesn't dwell in your body. For it to do so, you must love and bless your physical self as the home for your spirit and then treat it that way. So for some of you, I really am getting that someone has made you feel bad about yourself. It doesn't even have to be a specific person. It could just be society, like all of social media and movies and ads and all of the stuff, and all of the focused, the whole fashion industry, the beauty culture, it perceives very particular, and things are changing, thank God. But it still is an issue. There are very particular ways of looking that are valued in our societies. And maybe that's, I think there's something about your physical appearance or your body that, that is taking you some time to come to peace with, and that may still be a work in progress for some of you. For others of you, this may have to do with your body in a health, maybe not necessarily, have anything to do with beauty per se, might have to have more to do with your health. Maybe there is, maybe there's some issues around the ability of your body, ableness. And if that's the case, it's like, I just feel so much empowerment here. You will see all the things your body does do. You already do. I know you do. But it's like really focusing on that and just having so much love and appreciation for your body, and like seeing how this world is really built for able-bodied people, And I know things are changing again. Or your health is going to be improving because of all of this is another message for some of you that have been dealing with health stuff. And for some of you, maybe this is a call, like this is kind of one of the final things you need to work on before this breakthrough, or this is part of the breakthrough, is that, maybe you do need to, this is a call to some of you that your body needs some more love, whether it's love, whether you look in the mirror and just love on it, or whether it's what you eat, how you exercise, whatever it is, so you take it how it applies. Okay. But overall, this is gorgeous reading, and you just keep dancing, group number 2. Okay. If this resonated, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 3. You've got this card here. Honor the ending. Beautiful. So, I mean, your breakthrough has to do with an ending of something or a letting go of something, okay? So we'll find out more about that. Let's start off with tarot. What is the next big breakthrough, please, for group number 3? What is the next big breakthrough for group number 3? Yeah. All right, let's get a couple more. I'll show you what you've got in a second here. What is the next big breakthrough, please, for group number 3? Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. It changed. There's going to be a significant change for you in this next big breakthrough, okay? Like something has to be let go of so that something else can come in. You know, like space needs created for this new breakthrough. It feels new. We've got 3 of Wands with experiencing. We've got the Hanged Man with new vision. Then we've got, the 9 of Wands with exhaustion. Can't keep doing something that you've been doing. You just can't anymore. Group number 3. And then you got the 5 of Wands with totality. I want to read from the book for experiencing, actually. This, did I tell you it's the Osho Zen Tarot? Anyway, let's look at that. I feel like, because this is not a traditional it's not a traditional meaning system for this deck. It's got its own thing. And it's not a traditional meaning of the 3 of Wands. So I do want to look at that for you. I feel like it's going to be helpful. So let's find it. Okay, so it says, an experience is something that can be filed away in a notebook or captured on film and pasted into an album. Experiencing is the feeling of wonder itself, the thrill of communion, the gentle touch of our connectedness with all that surrounds us. The woman in this card is not just touching this tree, she is in communion with it. She has almost become one with it. It is an old tree and has seen many hard times. Her touch is gentle, reverent, and the white on the inside of her cape reflects the purity of her heart. She is humble, simple, and that is the right way to approach nature. Nature doesn't bang any drums when it bursts forth into flower, nor play any dirges, I don't know what that means, when the trees let go of their leaves in the fall. But when we approach her in the right spirit, she has many secrets to share. If you haven't heard nature whispering to you lately, now is a good time to give her the opportunity. So there's this really beautiful, gentle energy here, with this honoring the ending. Even this card, even though it's an ending, it feels very gentle. Like it feels kind, actually, in a way. And then same thing with that experiencing card. Even though there's all this other energy of like a big change, exhaustion, like the 5 of Wands here, that energy of can be of like this competitive, challenging kind of energy. And then we got the Hanged Man, which is like a surrender energy. Maybe you're at the point in your life where it's just with whatever this has to do with, which I'm not sure yet. You really don't have any choice but to surrender, it's like surrender to the chaos kind of energy, like you can't really do anything else. But there's change happening here, and there's a breakthrough with this surrender. There is breakthrough. So let's just keep going and get your cards and get more, because it's not really a super clear picture right now, but that is the energy present so far. What is this next big breakthrough for group number 3? Group number 3, please. Interesting. Authority. That's very interesting. Okay. What is the next big breakthrough? And practicality. Oh, you got 2 here. Practicality. Oh, good. Optimism. That's nice to see. What is this authority all about? Is there, is there some... This feels like a force in your life that you can't... I don't know, that you feel like it has power over you. I don't know. What is... I actually just want to clarify. I don't know. It's a general read. So what is ending is going to be different for, it might be different for a lot of people out there. But I just want to find out what I can about this ending. What is this ending? Please clarify. Please clarify the ending and the change here for group number 3. What is the ending? What is, okay. What do we got? This is the Ace of Swords with consciousness. Comparison, the 5 of Swords. Both swords energy. There's some... This has to do with some mental battle. What I feel like this is a real situation. Like when I say real, I mean, they're all real situations. I just mean like, I feel like there's something to do with your external world here, but this feels like a mental battle. Look at this comparison card. It's the bamboo versus the oak, right? Which one is more valuable? They both have their pros and cons, right? The bamboo is more flexible and can bend, and the oak is more, it may be larger and appear to be stronger, but in what conditions is it stronger? Maybe in some conditions the bamboo is stronger because it's flexible. They both contribute to the ecosystems and environments, equally. And so it's just, apples to oranges. Again, this peaceful energy. We've got this Buddha energy now here. So, okay. So that's interesting. Let's just keep going. It's very interesting that we've got the 10th house that's shown up here twice. Okay. We've got the 10th house twice, and we've got the 9th house. And the 10th house has to do with like, it can be your public life, career, community, social status, achievement. That's what I mean. There's something here about your external world here. I don't know if some of you have to like reinvent yourself here, is a message I'm kind of getting for some of you. And then we've got the 9th house with optimism, and the 9th house has to do with beliefs. That's what I mean. We've got a message here about beliefs, optimism, new vision, and then this mental battle here. It's like you're going to have to change your mind first, group number 3. Whatever this breakthrough is about, you have to change your mind first. There needs to be a more gentle approach here. That's key. That's definite. That's for all of you. Yeah, the 9th house, it can be about education and learning and all that other stuff too, but I'm really getting the message here about, beliefs. I'm kind of getting the message one step at a time. Oh, and I think you can see the sun has come in here, and the vision or the your viewpoint here is changed, I'm sure, with the sun coming in. So let me maybe just try to fix that. Hang on. Okay, I hope that's better. So something else to note here too. You've got Capricorn here twice. So you've got is that Mars, I believe, in Capricorn. Okay. And then you've got the moon in Capricorn. And then you've got the moon in Sagittarius. This is about freedom. Interesting. Capricorn can be a lot about duty, and Sagittarius can be about freedom. This is what I'm getting for you, group number 3. There's something that I feel like something in your life that feels restrictive. You might be the authority in this case. Like, you might have a real strong sense of duty. And it's like your obligations, your responsibilities. And it may feel like you're exhausted and you don't see a way out. You don't see a way to break through because of your duty, your obligations, or some restricting factor in your life. And honestly, this is like the message that's coming through is that this has just gotten the best of your mind here. Okay. It's like you're perceiving it as a mountain, but it's not. It's a hill. And you really need to just take a practical approach to this situation, like one step at a time. And everything is going to be more clear and easier. And the next step will be evident if you can just, you've got to end some kind of mental conflict here. Changing the way you think about the situation. Finding acceptance, maybe, a gentler approach, finding acceptance, and just just faith that you don't know the whole way forward right now. You don't know the outcome right now. You don't know. There's things that, there may be some things you can cut some obligation to, and there may be some things you just can't. And examining, be practical about that. What can I actually change in this situation? And doing that. And it might just be your mindset. It might just be acceptance. And that is powerful. Like, that can give you so much more capacity to deal with this situation and actually achieve the breakthrough. Okay, because this is about a breakthrough. That's what this reading is about. So your breakthrough is there, group number 3. It's just, you have to believe it. I don't know. Let's keep going, okay? What is this big breakthrough for group number 3? What is the big breakthrough for group number 3? Yeah. Okay. So we've got action. You do need to take action in this situation. Practical, like I said, one step at a time kind of action. You need to just keep pushing forward, okay? I know you're exhausted. I feel mental exhaustion more than anything. Your body might be exhausted. I mean, it all affects the other. If you're mentally exhausted, that will have an effect on your body. This is about capacity, I think, overall. I want to give you some, I'll get you some. I want to give you some kind of better advice, though. It's just like telling you just to change your mindset, surrender, like, oh, like sometimes when if things are overwhelming, like that's just, it is good advice, but it's so hard to do. So just bear with me, okay? As we get your cards out. But yeah, action is needed, okay? You have to, there's no avoiding this sort of situation you're in. I do feel it getting easier though, group number 3. I feel it getting easier. Because look what we have next. We have blessings. It's like, just keep going. Surrender. I feel like you are being supported here. You will see, there will be a blessing in this situation for you. Okay. Well, look, we've got at the bottom, healing chaos. What did I say? Surrender to the chaos. I said something like that earlier. I really am getting that. Okay, let's get more. What is the next big breakthrough for group number 3, please? What is the next big breakthrough? Please, group number 3, what is our next big breakthrough? Okay, see what you got. Return. What? I wasn't really expecting that. Because we've got change. We've got endings here. Oh boy. We've opened up a can of worms here, group number 3. I'm going to get one more. What is the next big breakthrough for group number 3, please? What is the next exit? Okay. Well, exit. Okay. For some of you, what's happening here is I don't know if you're being tested. I don't know if it's just one of those things, but something is coming back on the table here for you. I don't know if this is a person that's returned to your life, or you feel like you need to go back to a job you left. I don't know. There's some energy here from the past that's coming back up. And I mean, your original card is honor the endings. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune. It's about the next phase of your life, the next phase of something. You know, the wheel keeps turning. There is a message here about letting something go. You know, you got return and then you got exit, which very much clarifies, you know, this return message, because everything else you've been getting has been about change, newness, letting something go, saying goodbye, closing the door on something, you know, something of that nature. And whatever is returning, or whoever, whatever it is, I don't know, there's something to learn here from it. It may even just be you standing your ground about what you know is right for you, and like I said, honoring that ending, honoring that it is ended. You know, maybe you'd be tempted to let this thing or this person back into your life, or go back to this job, whatever it is, because you might not see other solutions right now, but you just need to persevere in this situation. That's really what I'm getting. You know, you need to persevere and try your hardest to free up the mental burden of this situation, because I think that's sucking up a lot of your energy, group number 3. It's sucking up a lot of your energy, is the mental burden of this, the mental conflict that this is causing you. Let's keep going. What is the next breakthrough for group number 3? What is the next breakthrough for group number 3? Group number 3. Oh, I love this card. Okay. It's not. What is happening? I got these cards for myself in a read I did earlier. I'm going to get one more. That's so interesting. But first I'll tell you what these are telling you. It's not an emergency. I think things might feel, I think you're triggered right now, group number 3. That's really what I think is happening. You're triggered by what's going on in your life. Maybe you're triggered by the loss of control. Maybe you're triggered by the unknown. Maybe you're triggered by scarcity, by you're not being able to fulfill your duties. But it feels worse than it is. What did I say? It feels like a mountain, but it's not. It's a hill. This situation is not as urgent as you're perceiving. It's not as bad as you're perceiving it, okay? Like I said, there's this mentally this has gotten the best of you right now, and it's probably completely fair that it has. I feel that it's been challenging, okay? And then you've got this You Are Not Afraid card, and I love it so much, this card, because it always resonates for me because this is kind of how my brain works. My own trauma history gets me in this place. So let me read it for you. And I'm also going to read it to myself at the same time. Okay. Where's card number 10? Okay. You are not afraid. Okay. The ego is always in fear. So it becomes a habit to be afraid even in life when you're not. As you face present conditions, ask yourself, am I really scared? And if so, then of what? Listen to your spirit for the answer. Don't be surprised to discover that you're not really afraid at all. You're just in the habit of believing that you should be. Okay, I'm going to say that again. You're just in the habit of believing that you should be. It's a pattern. And it may be like me, like it's a trauma pattern. Maybe you've been flight and fight your whole life and you don't know how not to be in that place, you know? Anyway, I'll continue. It says, your spirit is more than up to the challenge of the moment, and it wants to take over and lead your way. In fact, when you get beyond the habit of fear, you'll discover that you can hardly wait to allow your spirit to guide you on to your present exciting adventure. This is it. Riding off into the sunset there. Okay, trust it and smile at your fears. They're not really the huge monsters lurking in the corner ready to pounce that you suspect they are. Rather, they're simply shadows on the walls of your imagination, born on the dimness of light as your ego tries to hide from your spirit. Get past the habit of fear and dive into your new adventure with confidence. Stop fearing and start enjoying the fact that you're not really afraid after all. I feel adventure here. And the Three of Wands actually traditionally is an adventurous card. And this feels like adventure to me. Look, he's on horseback riding out into the unknown, into the sunset. Like, I feel that maybe your next big breakthrough is an adventure. Group number 3, you know, maybe you're afraid of leaving obligations behind. Maybe you're afraid of the unknown. I don't know. Anyway, I want to get another one of these though for you. What is the next big breakthrough for group number 3? What is the next big breakthrough for group number 3? Okay. We got 2 more and I'm going to take them. You got Dare to Be Happy. I love that. And I'm going to read that one too and have fun. I won't read this one. It's self-explanatory. There's a lightning, like you just need to somehow lighten up in this situation. And you're going to see how things are going to work out, okay? Okay, let's read Dare to Be Happy. Number 26. Okay, here it is. It says, you're beginning to feel the vibration of joy. This is a sign that your spirit is finally breaking free from the prison of the ego and you're reconnecting with your true divine nature. Your next challenge is to be openly happy, even when those around you don't readily appreciate or even encourage your joy. The ego is intimidated by this emotion because it has no power in that frequency. It prefers to keep people in pain. When you break free of its grip, it will try to lure you back by suggesting that your joy is false or temporary, or worse, that you'll lose it, so there's no reason to bother in the first place. Your ego isn't your only potential saboteur. Those around you may try to steal away your joy as well, or distance themselves from you because of it, out of jealousy or suspicion, perhaps, or because your contentment makes them aware of their own lack of it. As they say, misery loves company, but happiness stands alone. Simply know that if others try to rain on your parade, it's not personal. They're watching you closely to see what joy is all about and are especially curious to see if it crumbles when tested. Stand tall in the joy of your spirit and let the world know that there's another option besides pain. Be especially cautious not to feel as though you must commiserate with others in order to connect. Share your joy, but be willing to stand alone in it too. One by one, others will become inspired by your higher vibration and begin to resonate with it, finding their happiness as well. In the meantime, enjoy your spirit and know that it keeps company with heaven. It's really beautiful. And, you know, I was getting so much messaging earlier about that, about obligation. Sorry, I know the cards are wonky here. That message about obligation. And I wonder if that isn't part of this, like you feel like you're going to be leaving people behind if you have this breakthrough. You know, like there might be some loyalty issues here. Okay. And I promise you, like that card said, when we choose ourselves and we live the best lives that we can have, it has a positive effect on our loved ones, even if it doesn't seem so immediately, even if it requires some letting go. Maybe this returning card is about you returning. You know, maybe you're tempted to return back to your community or back to people or back, you know, maybe this is about, but no, you're meant to be free in this situation. You know, you're meant to go your own way here. Group number 3. You know, so this could be very fun and very exciting and very happy. You just have to, you have to choose yourself in this situation, okay? That has to be your first priority. Even if you feel loyalty and obligations to other people, you are actually not serving them by holding yourself back. You're not. Even if they don't see that, you know, you just need to know that. If that applies to you, okay? I want to get just a couple. I'm going to get a few more cards for you than I did for everyone else because your message has been a little bit more challenging to kind of get to come through. And I feel like because it's not very straightforward at all, your situation. But yeah, let's get a couple final cards for you. What is this breakthrough? Can we get more information about what is this breakthrough? What is this breakthrough, please, for group number 3, Spirit? A little more information about what this breakthrough actually is. Okay. We've got the 3 of Cups, more information about, another message about relationship and community. Look, celebration. You deserve to celebrate your life in whatever way is in alignment with you, okay? And you've got the Sun card, another, see, dare to be happy. The Sun card is about happiness. You've got patience, the 7 of Pentacles. We got the full moon cycle here. Letting things evolve, letting things grow, letting things gestate and develop. And then you've got the 10 of Swords with rebirth. I want to clarify rebirth. Please clarify rebirth. Clarify rebirth. Clarify rebirth. Yeah, the Emperor, and yeah, look at that, the 8 of Wands, traveling. I'm really getting that. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting that. I'm really getting that vibe here. I think some of you are leaving, you're moving, like physically moving, leaving some people behind. I really get that here. And this is about, I mean, talk about duty. The Emperor here. Funny that it's coming out as the rebel in your situation. You might have to be a bit of a rebel here. You know, breaking the chains that bind here. Big time. But like the Emperor has so much responsibility, so much duty, you know, he can't just get up and leave his kingdom or his empire. You know, he's got responsibilities and duty that are immense, you know, but this is not a traditional Emperor card. This is the rebel. This is breaking of chains, okay? And you've got rebirth here and you've got traveling. It's time to move on, whether this is physically or metaphorically, you know, or, you know, just, it doesn't have to be literal, you know, but for some of you, I really think it is. That makes total sense for me. It's like this whole situation could be about your next phase of your life, your rebirth, and it requires, you know, dealing with, you might have, I feel guilt. Some of you might be feeling guilty, and it's time to let that go, okay? It's not serving you. It's not serving anyone else. You're not doing anything wrong here. by living your life and trying to have the most fulfilling life that you can have. There is nothing wrong with that. You owe that to yourself, and it is good for the people around you. And it doesn't mean you can't still be, your loyalty to someone doesn't have to look a certain way. Like, you can still be loyal to your family or your community and move away. It's about just prioritizing yourself. Loyalty doesn't mean a total self-sacrifice. That's not what loyalty is. So maybe part of this perspective change, this changing your mind, has a lot to do with redefining and reframing some of the things that are holding you back, redefining some of these concepts like loyalty, duty. That does not mean you sacrifice yourself. Maybe that's what you've been taught, but that's not what it means. You're meant to evolve here. I feel that, okay? So let yourself, group number 3, but I feel like your breakthrough, it has to do with something very adventurous. Whatever it is, it's very adventurous, it's rebellious, it's fun, it's exciting, and you just need to let yourself have it. But there is some perseverance required here, okay? So you just keep going. Okay. All right. Group number 3. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. I appreciate that. And then I'll see you in the next one.